What if I told you there exists an ancient book that tells the story of creation, not from the Bible, not from Greece, not from Egypt, but from the jungles of Central America? A book so powerful, it survived conquest. It survived book burnings. It survived cultural destruction. And without it, we would know almost nothing about one of the greatest civilizations in history. This is the real story of the Popol Vuh. And trust me, what you're about to hear sounds like something straight out of a Hollywood movie. Before we begin, if you love uncovering hidden ancient histories that schools barely talk about, make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications, because history is deeper than we were taught. Now, let's go back. Over 500 years ago, when the Spanish arrived in the 1500s, they didn't just conquer land, they destroyed knowledge. Maya codices, ancient folded books written on bark paper, were burned by missionaries who believed they were dangerous. One of the most famous destroyers was Diego de Landa. He ordered massive book burnings in 1562. He wrote, "We found a large number of books, and since they contain nothing but superstition and lies of the devil, we burned them all." Imagine that. Centuries of science, astronomy, mythology, gone in flames, but somehow, one story survived. The Popol Vuh is often called the Maya Bible, but that description is too simple. It is a creation story, a mythological epic, a royal genealogy, a cosmic battle story, and a survival of cultural identity. It was originally passed down orally by the Kic Maya, people in what is now Guatemala. Around the early 1700s, a Dominican priest named Francisco Ximenez copied the text in the Kic language and translated it into Spanish. Without him, the Popol Vuh might have vanished forever. Now here's where it gets fascinating. According to the Popol Vuh, in the beginning, there was only sky and sea. The creators were divine beings called Heart of Sky, sovereign plumed serpent. They tried to create humans. First attempt, they made people from mud. But the mud people were weak. They crumbled. Second attempt, they made people from wood. The wooden people could talk, but they had no hearts, no souls. They forgot the gods. So the gods destroyed them. Some scholars believe these wooden people became the spirits that haunt the forests in Maya mythology. Finally, the gods created humans from maize. Corn. This is powerful because maize was life to the Maya civilization. To them, humans were literally made of corn. Imagine a culture that sees itself as part of nature, not above it. Then comes one of the most epic parts of the Popol Vuh, the story of the hero twins. Two brothers, Hunapu Xbalanque. Their father had been defeated in the underworld, a dark realm called Xibalba. The lords of Xibalba were powerful and cruel. The hero twins challenged them. They faced deadly trials. A house of darkness, a house of knives, a house of jaguars, a house of bats. In one terrifying moment, a bat god cuts off Hunapu's head. But through trickery and intelligence, the twins defeat the lords of death. They resurrect themselves. They rise to the sky, and many scholars believe they became the sun and the moon. This story shows something powerful. In Maya belief, intelligence defeats brute strength. Cleverness defeats darkness. And death is not always the end. The Popol Vuh is not just mythology. It proves something many people still misunderstand. The Maya were not primitive. They had advanced astronomy, complex calendars, sophisticated mathematics, including zero monumental cities like Tikal. Their worldview was deep, symbolic, and philosophical. Yet for centuries, their intellectual achievements were ignored or minimized. The survival of the Popol Vuh is an act of resistance. It is cultural survival. Think about this. If just one priest had not copied that manuscript, we might believe the Maya left no written philosophy behind. How many other ancient stories were erased forever? History isn't just what survived, it's also what was destroyed. If you want more hidden ancient truths like this, subscribe now, because next time, we're diving into another forgotten civilization that history almost erased. And trust me, it gets even darker.